Hello, everyone. This is Kelly Beard of KarmicTools.com, and this is your weekly forecast for June 19th to the 25th of 2022. So this week kicks off on Sunday the 19th. I'm hoping to have a link in here by the time you see this blog to the Words Across the Water, which we've been doing monthly to support Yeye Louis Satish and Nana Abana in Ghana, Africa. There's this whole center that is taking off, the Oshun Palace, and it's a library and a garden, a self-sustainable property. And we get together every month with all kinds of activists and artists to touch base with each other. And the proceeds, which I think is usually about $12, goes to the support of the house and setting up the library and getting books shipped over and all that good stuff. So we love this crew because it's always creative and magical and informative, deeply, deeply informative. So anyone in my Yeye circle, if you already have the link, please shoot it over and I will add it to this blog. Otherwise, it may be that we were unable to connect with them this month because the internet connection is so sketchy, and so it may happen again next month. But every month we get together for this, usually. Monday the 20th is Mercury sextiles Jupiter's final hit. This is all in the window of solstice. We have the last quarter moon, solstice, the sun moves into Cancer, Venus moves into Gemini. It's a big 48 to 72 hour window here. This is a powerful midpoint in the year. This is part of the Mercury retrograde finishing up its process, so we're coming out of shadow here. Mercury is how you think and communicate and express yourself on an individual level. Jupiter is more about your consciousness and the social levels. This has happened 3 times over, April 27th, May 19th, and today, June 20th. Where Sun sextile Jupiter is more about you, the individual, this activation is more about your consciousness, ideas, thoughts, and concepts, which Jupiter expands in some way, helping you to think bigger, edit your personal story, and step up your game in some way. This is also a great energy to work with if you are in school, learning something new, expanding your knowledge base, or gathering new tools and information to support your goals. Your dreams are tapping you on the shoulder, demanding some attention. Mundane issues are not your concern right now. You want to figure out how to create the life that you've been imagining. This energy also provokes within you the awareness and understanding that being generous naturally attracts generosity to you. The big picture and overall patterns which have led you to this point are being brought into the light. Feeling clear, sharp, alert, and optimistic, you begin to realize that anything that you can imagine or remember, you can achieve. Deep breath. Very powerful rewiring of our consciousness, okay? This is Mercury sextiling Jupiter 3 times over. It means the elements are complementary. It's working well. We can gain some traction. And now that we've also integrated the retrograde itself, now we know we're coming out the other side thinking bigger, thinking in new and different ways. And it is somehow our consciousness has expanded something. Jupiter comes along, you learn something. What have you learned in the last 9 weeks? The next day, Tuesday, is summer solstice officially, depending on what time zone you're in, I suppose. This season is about the integration of light and the expansion of life. This is when things really start to blossom or become obvious. Whatever you're working on this year, we're at halftime, and this is when we check in. Whatever you conceived at winter solstice is coming up now for a check-in, right? It's time to renew your commitment and dedication. It is an annual midpoint and integration, like I said. It's time to acknowledge a turning point, review your choices and decisions, own your power and inner authority, process and plan the next 6 months while assessing and integrating the past 6 months. Honor and give gratitude for the light. Tend to sacred space and your inner nourishment. What are you feeding your mind, body, and soul on the inside? Using the sacred season to process and digest life, everything you've experienced in the last 6 months, this is your checkpoint. Balancing your inner feelings with your outer actions, and being more consistently responsible and self-sufficient. Again, this check-in just gets you real present. Summer solstice is the midpoint in the year, bringing another turn of the wheel. The peak power of the light before it surrenders, moving toward true completion of that which was seeded at winter solstice. Permanently opposite each other, eternally balancing and rebalancing, integrating and reintegrating the life-death-life cycle. This is the time of year that we should focus on the balance and integration of light and dark, yin and yang, feminine and masculine, inner and outer. Cancer and Capricorn are the signs of our solstice seasons. Cancer rules summer solstice, Capricorn rules winter solstice. While winter is a time of rest, replenishment, and rejuvenation, summer is the time of pouring forth, emptying out, and fully birthing or releasing your creations, or whatever you've done with your creative energy thus far this year. This is the midpoint of the solar year, a point of culmination and choice, a time to count your blessings, assess your creations, gather power, and access the courage to move forward. This is a balance of your outer world and your inner world, with emphasis on the sacred space where you fortify and replenish so that you're able to contribute something significant to society. Be creative and operate from heart center as you move through this sacred season. Release what needs to be released and fertilize the next phase of the annual cycle. Summer solstice is a time to celebrate the primal creative force, the mother of all mothers, Mother Earth, by acknowledging the blessed container, nurturer, and protector that she is for all life on this planet. Connect to and honor your own instinctual nature at this time, and be mindful of the nutrient you take into your space, mind, body, and spirit. Summer is the sacred season of maximum life, so be passionate and be present and be in the light. This is a pretty juicy time, but you know Cancer is time for you to nurture and nourish yourself first, and then if you have extra energy, you go and help and nurture and support others. But this is a very personal check-in around your personal needs that we all have access to every summer. And so it's a good time to take a time out. Look at how, don't get me started, y'all. The Gregorian calendar tries to mess with our natural rhythms. In winter solstice, when we should be still, they push in holidays. And now, when we're supposed to be replenishing, they push summer vacation, which I don't know about y'all, but I've been on many summer vacations and 50% of them were more stressful than they were ever worth. So a lot of people know the joke that you need a vacation from your vacation when you get home. It's deep. But anyway, this is our pause for the cause. So check in and know that Shanta and I are going to get together and do a live Zoom. So you'll be able to see us and we'll be able to see your beautiful faces of our combined communities, that is, if we can agree on which Zoom link. So hopefully we'll have that ironed out too. By the time I post this blog, the links should all be updated and correct. Reach out to me or Shanta if you'd like to join us for the Solstice Zoom, or if you'd like the replay. And you can also make donations to either one of us. We split these during the High Holy Days for $22. That would be awesome for those of you who are in a position to contribute. That would be very deeply appreciated. And those links will be in here in time for Tuesday. I know it is High Holy Day for lots of people, so you might have some other activities going on. I, for one, am finishing the last class of the Astro Tarot class. So the next session will be August, September. It's an 8-week class of the basics for you to learn by using your own personal birth chart to learn about astrology and the basics. So if you've been thinking about it or on the fence, we're going to do the third session. The last one for the year will be August, September, because after that, I go into ancestor season, and now that I'm rolling with Yay, it's deep. It's 10-day processes and all kinds of rituals and ceremony and things that I used to do alone, I can finally do with people. So I'm very grateful for that too. The day of solstice, Venus trines Pluto. This is very powerful. Trine is a blessing, ease, and grace. Pluto is transformation. Venus, of course, is our relationships and finances, our values and priorities, which may be undergoing a very big purification or evolution of some kind. And the trine says that it should be smooth sailing. That's what we're claiming. Ease and grace around transformation and personal evolutions. Especially as you change, your relationships have to shift as well. You know how that goes. Anytime Pluto's involved, the intensity levels go up and you are able to hear, feel, or sense your soul self more clearly than usual. Venus brings up that which is most important to you personally, your individual values and priorities, where your relationships and resources are concerned in particular. This is an easy angle, making purification and transformation smoother than usual too. So, what are you ready to change? How have your values and priorities changed completely in the last year or so? Use this activation to deepen your connection with those you love most and allow or encourage the relationship to evolve to a totally new level. No stagnation, y'all. We've changed our minds, so our ass must follow. Let's go. If you're working on your relationship with money or self-worth specifically, then this activation is a good time for prayer or ritual that supports positive change and your vision for the future. Pour any intense emotions or revelations into art of any medium or do a vision board, but give expression to the depth you recognize as coming to the surface of your conscious awareness. This energy tends to intensify relationships and or emotions. You may feel extremely drawn to someone emotionally as well as physically. You may feel the intense need to express your love mentally, emotionally, or physically as well. This energy is great for bringing deeper insights to the surface, which ultimately should strengthen any relationship. A new relationship started under this influence will usually have an intensity about it, as will any form of creative expression, artistic or otherwise. I love this for our summer solstice day, okay? This also lends weight to all the Cancer work that we will do around solstice in terms of replenishing ourselves, protecting ourselves better, checking in with our boundaries, and checking in with the nutrient that we're feeding our mind, body, and soul. We need quality, not quantity, and we are totally supported for a reset. The very next day, on Wednesday the 22nd, Venus enters Gemini until July 17th. Gemini energy is all about how we think, process, and express what we learn. It's about gathering and disseminating information. It's about change, duality, choices, crossroads, and of course, transition. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, which rules, among other things, transition. Transition originally meant going across or over. Sometimes it means changing from one state of form or being to another. What is powerful about this is not in the being here or there, but in being present wherever you are. If you are consciously participating in life, then this is a potent time for you. However, if you are already overwhelmed and your systems are on overload, you're going to short circuit and then you may have to go down before you can come back up and function properly. Deep breath. It happens to all of us. So consider this time a literal and figurative upgrade to your operating system, which is your mind, where your values and priorities, which is Venus, are concerned. So I have a great little bullets list here, the shadow expression and the light expression of Venus and Gemini. So we're clearing and releasing, especially with the recent Sag full moon, that was very powerful. But this is shadow expression of Venus and Gemini. You'll know that you're imbalanced if and when you are flighty and disconnected, ungrounded, argumentative for sport and entertainment, careless with words and about others' thoughts and feelings, game playing or manipulation, scheming or plotting, usually around love or money, overwhelmed with too many ideas or too many details, dogmatic or narrow-minded, being antisocial, intolerant, and opinionated, parroting, which means mindlessly or thoughtlessly repeating things without checking the facts, being pulled between facts and truth, and being indecisive. Deep breath. That's all shadow. Gotta let that go. The light expression, when we're anchored in the positive Venus and Gemini energy, you'll know if you're radiating natural love and beauty when you are able to reclaim your authentic voice and express yourself clearly. Maintain the connection to soul that you've established along the way. Let's see. Lighten up, be more sociable, enjoy other people, express yourself through writing or speaking, experiment with various ideas without attachment to outcome, research your ideas, clarify your thoughts, and speak up for yourself. Explore new art forms or alternative mediums of expression. Expand on your creative ideas, visionary thoughts, and individual concepts. Do things that support any recently discovered new ways of thinking. that new consciousness that's trying to emerge. Create or improve your personal story based on your renewed values and priorities. Very powerful use of Venus and Gemini energy. So good luck. And do report back how it goes. So that's it. This is our powerful, potent week. We have a last quarter moon in Pisces. Then we have a void for a couple of hours on the 20th. And then the moon slips into Aries when the sun slips into Cancer. So that's going to be pretty energetic as well. Fire and water is very creative. And then we have this Venus energy. It's powerful. Connecting with Pluto, transformation. Awesome. I love it. And I'm so excited to share it with you. So if you can, join us live on that Tuesday. Shanta and I will figure it out. And reach out if you need to. I hope you have a fantastic week. This is Kelly Beard of Karmic Tools signing off.